Hello grade 4. Today we will make a quick revision about what is we studied in the first term. Let's start with time for English, conversation time. Before any place we use at, like at the school, at the supermarket, and let's take some important points about the unit 1. The first point that can't plus infinitive. Like I can't find my mom. So we put the verb in infinitive after can't. Okay? To ask about the appearance of someone, you can say, what does she look like? What does she look like? Why we say does here? Because he, she, take the verb plus s. So we have here does because I have he and she or she. Word time, I have the pets. Pets means the animals that I can keep it at home, like turtles, puppies, kittens. So let's see here how to write 4 sentences about each one. You have to know and practice at home, of course. Turtle, it's a turtle. I want a turtle. It's a slow. I can buy it from the pet shop. This is an only example, but you have to practice with all the 8 words, okay? Let's move to the practice time. Practice time means you have the grammar, to know the grammar of this unit. About present simple, the first part is use present simple to talk about facts, habits, and to describe yourself. The 4, he, she, it, this is the pronouns he, she, it, we use the verb plus s. Like if I say he wants a fish, and if I have a singular name like Ali, Mona, Soha, we use the verb plus s, like Ali wants union. With I, we, you, and they, we use the verb in infinitive. I want a turtle, Mona and Soha want a turtle. In negative, we use doesn't or don't. Doesn't, we use the pronouns he, she, it. He doesn't want a parrot. And after doesn't, we put the verb in infinitive. I, we, you, and they, we use don't plus the verb in infinitive. They don't want a lizard. So after doesn't and after don't, we use the verb plus infinitive. Phonics time, the most important thing to know in phonics time, to know the difference between the short and the long vowel. Because the first question in the exam will be, listen and circle the word with the short vowel. Kate, cat, cake. Which one is short one? Of course, cat. And here, bug, blue. Which one is short one? Of course, bug. Coat, dog. Which one is the short one? Of course, dog. And vet, feet. Which one is the short one? Of course, vet. Unit 2 at the supermarket, conversation time. To ask about place, we use where is the rice? And if I want the answer, it's in aisle 3. And before I read, we must put in. Okay? And S here is, of course, silent letter. Let's plus infinitive, because if I have to use let's, I have to use the verb without any addition. Let's look, let's go, let's play, okay? Word time for this unit about the food items like meat, ketchup, pasta, okay? Let's see an example about 4 sentences. It's meat, I want to eat meat, there is a piece of meat in the kitchen, I can buy it from the supermarket. Practice time, it's about yes or no question in the present simple tense. I will use does if I have the pronouns he or she or it or any singular name plus the verb in infinitive. Does she want a fish? I have 2 answers, maybe yes, maybe no. Yes, she does, or no, she doesn't, and she wants cats. Of course, we use wants because he, she, it, take the verb plus s. With do, I use the pronouns maybe I can use you or we or they, plus the verb in infinitive, plus the complete of the answer. Do you want pasta? Yes, I do, or no, I don't, I want meat. Okay, let's move to unit 3 at Mona's house. The conversation time, it's about to make an invitation. Like to make invitation, you can say how about, what about, or let's go to the cinema. To accept, you can say sure, sounds good, okay, good idea. To refuse, you can say sorry, I am busy. Okay, part time, it's about everyday's action, like wash the dishes, clean up, listen to music, have a snack. Practice time, you have to know the WH question and how to form a question in the present simple tense. When, we use when to ask about time, and we have 4 answers in when. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night. Before night only, we use at. How to form a question? We use when plus does. If the pronouns he or she or it, plus the verb in infinitive. When does she clean up? She cleans up in the evening. When plus do, if I have the pronouns you, we, they, plus the verb in infinitive. When do you listen to music? I listen to music at night. Okay, unit 4, it's about around town. To ask about time, we use what time. So, what time does it leave? It leaves at 3 o'clock. What time? It's about means of transportation, like car, bus, taxi, underground, train, and of course, before any means of transportation, we use by. Let's take an example how to write 4 sentences about means of transportation. You can say it's a car, it's mine, I wash my car every week, it's red. To ask about means of transportation, you can use how. How plus does if you have the pronouns he or she, plus the verb in infinitive. How does she go to school? She goes, of course, because I have she here, to school by car. How do you, or we or they, plus the verb in infinitive, plus the complete of the answer. How do you go to how do you go to work? I go to work on food. So before food only we use on. Unit 5, at the hospital, and before any place we use at. Conversation time. To ask about address we use what? What's your address? To answer 31 Tahrir Street. To ask him to repeat the answer again, you can say pardon me. Word time, it's about body parts like eye, eyes, ear, ears, leg, legs, arm, arms, hand, hands, foot, feet. Practice time, we have subject pronouns and possessive adjectives. Possessive adjective must be used according to the subject and sets before nouns like my name, our bags. So, I turn into mine, we turn into our, you turn into your, they turn into their, he, his, she, her, it, its. It's here without apostrophe. Okay, to describe the physical pain, we use the verb hurt. Like, my leg hurts. Why we said here hurt with S? Because leg here is singular. So with singular, I use the verb plus S. So my leg hurts. My feet here is plural. So I use hurt. I use hurt because I have plural here. So my feet hurt. Her eyes here with S, so I use hurt. Their arms hurt, because I have arms with S, so I use only hurt. Unit 6, lost and found things. To offer help, we can say, may I help you, or I will help you look for it. To describe colors, we can say, it's red and blue. Word time, it's about personal items like a jacket, camera, umbrella, keys. To write 4 sentences about a jacket, you can say, I wear a jacket, it's a jacket, it's red, it's expensive. Practice time. To ask about possessions, we use whose. Whose plus the object plus is plus demonstrative pronouns. If singular, we can say that or this. If plural, we can say those or these. Okay, whose jacket is this? It's mine. Whose we use whose, of course, to ask about possessions. So possessions, in the answer you can say they are ours. Ours here is possessive pronouns. It shows that something belongs to someone and it comes at the end of the sentence. Noun plus possessive pronouns. This jacket is mine. Okay? I have here a table for subject pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns. He, his, she, her, hers, I, my, mine, we, ours, they, their, theirs, you, your, yours. Choose whose wallet space this, and or is or are. Of course, this and wallet is singular, so I will use is. Whose books space those, and or is or are. Of course, are, because I have here plural books. They are my or mine or me, of course, mine. Whose bags are those. Don't wait, you have to find 4 mistakes in the exam. The first one, no I don't. Of course here I have a mistake, no, must be capital letter. After no we put comma, I capital letter, don't with an apostrophe T at the end, we put full stop. Number 2, Mona and Ali don't want pasta, Mona and capital letter. And other name with a capital letter, so we put short lines on the correct one. Don't want pasta. At the end we put full stop. Okay, look at the answer. I have here a picture and a question. I have here wrong, that means I will answer with no. Okay, so I have here, do you want fish? So you in the question turn it to I in the answer, and do turn it to don't. Because I have here no. What is it? Of course, if I have here a picture of a tree, so I will say it's a, and don't forget a tree. At the end, we put full stop. Do you want pasta? Of course, this is a picture of pasta, so I will say yes. And you in the question turn into I in the answer, and do. Is it a turtle? Of course, no, so I will say no, comma, it isn't, and full stop. Okay, family and friends, Unit 1, the food here is great. Of course, you have to study hard the definitions from the sheet, okay? I have here in this unit present simple. Of course, we took it before this time for English, but I will say or add something else. Like keywords, I have for present simple every day, every week, every morning, every night, okay? And adverbs of frequency, like always, usually, often, or often, sometimes, rarely, never. We put adverbs of frequency before any verb and after verb to be. Let's see some examples. He is happy. Put usually. Where can I put usually? After verb to be. So he is usually happy. Mona plays tennis. Put often. Mona often plays tennis. He isn't late. If I want to put never, where can I put it? He is never late, because not equal never. She cleans up in the morning. Put they. They clean up in the morning. So I changed from she to they, and I erase as, because with I, we, you, and they, we put the verb in infinitive. Unit 2, and the concept. We have the concept. We have to study past simple tense. We use past simple to talk about actions that happened and finished in the past. Okay, keywords: yesterday, last Sunday, last week, last month, last year, or ago, like 2 hours ago, 3 years ago. For regular verbs, we add D if the verb ends with E, like liked, used. I add only D because the verb ends with E. We add IED if the verb ends with consonant plus Y. Carry, or here is consonant plus Y, so I turn it carry to carried. I erase Y and add IED. Cry, cried. We add ed with the regular verbs like play, played, wash, washed, clean, cleaned, cold, cold. Okay? I have two verbs, verb to be and verb to have. Before, with the pronouns I, he, she, it, we use was, and you, we, they, we use were. In negative, we use wasn't and weren't. Example, I was late yesterday. They were happy last night. Okay, verb to have in past simple tense. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. With all the pronouns, we use have. If I want to put had in negative, I must put didn't plus the verb in infinitive. I had a car. She didn't have a book. Okay, let's see rewrite question. He is always happy with yesterday. Of course, always is a key word for present simple, so I will just only put yesterday. So I will erase always and put is in past simple to turn it to was. So he was happy yesterday. She had a bag. We need to put not here, so she didn't have a bag. Had here turn into didn't have. Okay, number 3, they were sad. If I want to put not here, just I will put after were not. They weren't sad. He always has a snack. We need here to put last week. He had a snack last week. Okay, Unit 3, the Dinosaur Museum, past simple tense. The second part for past simple tense, irregular verbs. Like go, went, drink, drank, eat, ate, make, made, write, wrote, see, saw, have, had, put, at the same, buy, bought. Let's see the rewrite question. He drank juice, put not. He didn't. After didn't, we put the verb in infinitive, so drank turned into drink, juice. He didn't drink juice. I buy dinosaur museum model, put last Friday, comma. I bought a dinosaur model. I see animals in the zoo, put yesterday. I saw animals in the zoo yesterday. She had a snack, put not. So had turned into have, didn't plus have. She didn't have a snack. Okay. Here the important question is slide missing words about to complete the dialogue. I have here a conversation between Ahmed and Ali. Ali said good morning, so Ahmed will say good morning, of course. Ahmed asked a question and Ali answered, I went to the zoo. To ask about place, we use where. Of course, went here in past simple, so where plus did. Where did, and I turn it to you, and went here must be in infinitive, so turn it to go. Here I have a question, and Ali said, I went there yesterday. To ask about yesterday or any time, you have to use when. When plus did, when did you go there? The next part is about I went with my family. To ask about someone, you have to use who. Who did you go with? Okay? Ali said we went by bus. So to ask about any means of transportation, you have to use how. How did you go there? Ahmed here said, did you enjoy? To answer this question, you have to say, you can say yes or no, as you write. Yes, we did. If you want to say no, no, we didn't. Okay? The next one is about paragraph, how to write paragraph. Let's remember together. I have here guiding words like last night, work, family, car, played, drank, happy, nice time. At first, you have to leave a space here. and start. Last Sunday, comma, I went to the park, full stop. Don't forget full stop. I went with my family, full stop. We went by car. I played with my brother. With my dad drank a cup of coffee. We were happy. We had a nice